Welcome to the REU show today at www.reuworldwide.com in our Homes and Land studios powered by Monarch Title of Texas. We're live streaming on the HughesNet Satellite Network, reuworldwide.com, and realestateushow.com. The REU show is brought to you by Platinum One Properties, a premier real estate firm headquartered in Houston, Texas, creating the standard in real estate representation, buying, selling, leasing, and investing in real estate. Here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern, and 9 a.m. Pacific Time. Our first hour is brought to you by Alta Homes, www.myaltahomes.com. Follow us on Instagram at Real Estate U Show. Our studio includes myself, Dina Ramos, broker-owner of Platinum One Properties, and they also call me Queen of the South. Our mortgage solutions specialist, Jennifer Nina of My Mortgage Inc., and our dynamic real estate pro, Chris Blackwell of One Innovative Group, known also as the Cute One.
Why, thank you, Dina.
Yes. The Real Estate U show is about real estate, mortgages, new construction, commercial real estate, and finance, and the entrepreneurs which drive our economy. Today's real estate topic is, it's now buying season.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes,
And let me just say that the DBM is out today. So we're going to have to fill in some shoes. And
Some big shoes.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
He's out on a recruiting visit with one of his sons, and we're wishing them well for that.
Good luck, you guys.
Yes. Our weekly goal is to educate, inspire, and motivate. Class is now in session, and you can listen to our previous shows on the realestateushow.com website and our YouTube channel. And remember, we're live. We're also live and on the Hughes Satellite Network via www.reuworldwide.com.
Well, good job, Dina.
Thank you.
First time.
Okay, I had to, fill in those shoes of ELs, and it's not easy to do.
And from my understanding, this is the first time that
first time
he has not been.
That's right.
So he actually trusted the three of us with his baby, the REU show. So thank you, EL, for that.
Thank you, EL. My God.
You better.
So class is now in session. We're going to bring up some of our home spotlights for this first segment of the REU show. Our first REU spotlight is by our good friend Jen Tran over at Keller Williams. It's actually at 13734 Elm Shores Drive in Houston. This is actually, they did a luxury showcase here pretty recently.
Beautiful.
Did you,
It's an
you went over
amazing
there?
home.
Yeah.
So waterfront property. So Stephen, can you go ahead and pull up those pictures for us so everybody else can see? I mean, look at that gorgeous waterfront property on Lake Houston.
And it has like an infinity pool, so when you
that's
you
gorgeous.
can see the lake, it's beautiful.
I just love these aerials that she had
Yeah,
done.
the aerial photographs are wonderful.
I love those all those windows on the back of the home, allowing that natural light on that.
Yeah,
Yes.
overlooking the pool and the waterfront view.
I know. Look at
That was
that
beautiful.
hot tub,
And
infinity
it
pool.
has a bar in the pool.
A bar in the
Yes.
pool?
So it's with a
Amazing.
swimming
Oh,
pool.
Yes.
wow.
Oh, that's great.
You'll
So
see me all day long there. Where you at? Oh, here.
So it's listed at $1.5 million, and for a waterfront property like that, that's an amazing price.
and I don't have it pulled up in front of me, but I believe it was like 5,900 square feet. So it only brought it to $254 per square foot.
Which is
So
not
great
bad.
price. Is that you?
Excuse me.
One of our co-hosts
I
forgot
will
that
be
she
right
to mute her phone. But the bay windows. So Jennifer, you were there. Is this just a sitting room? In here, I'm liking the black trim with all of the.
I think that's really cool.
It is, like I said, it's just like I said.
Oh my God, 3 chandeliers?
Yes. I mean, the house is amazing. And the marble floors, beautiful. But again, my best and most that's it.
Yes, the views of
Oh,
the lake, your
yes.
infinity
Wall
pool.
of windows.
I wouldn't leave
yes. Yes, it's amazing.
Well, I know you guys just moved, but you ready to make another move?
Ready. I'm ready.
So, but this is a beautiful listing. Once again, it's listed by our great friend Jen Tran over at Keller Williams Luxury Division. The address of the property is 13734 Elm Shores Drive in Houston, Texas 77044. Listed at $1.4 million or $254 a square foot. Stevens, they have a lot of great photos of this property.
Oh my God, it's just incredible. Every room is just so unique and just elegant, really.
It is.
Look at the
Beautiful
closet.
closet.
Oh, the stairwell looks amazing as well.
Very beautiful. Looking out still into that lake. Some great decorative painting going on.
It
Great
definitely
touches.
has that wow factor
Yes.
when you walk in, and
It
it's
sure
you
does.
just every room. Good job, Jen Tran, with her listing. Let's
Yes.
get somebody over there. If you are interested in viewing this property, give us a call at 832-646-9054 or simply go to har.com, look up the property at 13734 Elm Shores Drive, and they will connect you with somebody to help you out.
So, Dina,
But call me first. So
But
you can
call
get
us.
pre-approved.
That's right.
Well, hang on. Two different things here. Dina, one more time for the slow people, as EO would say.
Oh,
What's the phone
okay.
number again?
832-646-9054.
And Jennifer, how does anyone get in contact with you?
You called 888-202-2773.
So,
Thank you.
Thank you guys for that. So our next home spotlight is going to be 6177 Hazel Lake Drive. This one is also listed by Jen Tran. It is a new home construction by our great friends over at Alta Homes and our guys that are sponsoring this hour of our show.
Exactly.
So, but you can actually see the great pictures of this. And actually, I believe that this one's not actually built yet. These are representative.
Right.
So you can actually select any of the ones that we're showing you over at Alta Homes. They're actually in Deer Trails Estates. So each lot is at least 1/3 of an acre over in that community. They still have waterfront lots available
Right.
and lots that are not on there. And as a reminder, our great friend Drew over at Alta Homes has that, his slogan he lives by is he's not going to build a home that he wouldn't personally live in.
I mean, I can tell you that the craftsmanship is wonderful. The neighborhood, if you can't afford a $400,000 home or below in the inner city area, you may want to take a 30-minute drive out to Deer Trails Estates, get a huge lot, and the tax rate is at 1.7% approximate tax rate will definitely help someone's monthly payment. If you're trying to get the most for your money, the lower tax rate might get you there.
And remember, 100% financing is available.
And that's another great thing that Dina mentioned is that low tax rate is 1.79 out there in Conroe and Deer Trails Estates. So, but as you were mentioning, these homes are priced anywhere between starting at $335,000 all the way up to about $400,000. And of course that's determined by your selections on the property. But that difference in tax rate, I mean, because a lot of times, especially if you're inner city or even some of the suburbs of Houston, you can get from 2.5 to over 3% tax rate. Jennifer, how does that affect your payment?
It makes a huge difference. So, when it affects your debt to income ratio. So if you have a tax rate of 3% on a $200,000 home, that is $6,000. So that comes out to like $500 a month versus 1.7, which will come out at about $300. So that really will affect you.
That monthly payment.
Correct.
Yeah.
It will make you not qualify for the loan or
And-
get you out of the spectrum of the program.
And for our subscribers out there, you guys have heard us preach it before, is that we don't make house payments in interest rates, we make it in dollars.
That's correct.
So that's really that 1.7 or 1.79 is really going to help you with that dollar payment every month. So apparently we're not ready for our next one. So sorry, we're kind of going through them. So, but until we get the green light, this is going to be our next property coming up is going to be another great listing by My Alta Homes, Alta Homes, but you can visit them at myaltahomes.com.
Correct.
Our producer, Stephen Blackwell, is actually getting ready to pull it up for us. It's going to be listed by our one and only Miss Dina Ramos. So, 6158 Hazel Lake Drive. Actually, I'm sorry, this one is in Deer Trails Estates.
Yes.
Actually, so, Dina, do you want to talk about this one?
Right. So 6158 Hazel Lake Drive. Another one is listed at $339. It's a wonderful price. It's already being built, so it's an inventory spec home that's available. There's wonderful builder incentives available to you.
Look at that kitchen.
You also can speak to
Yes.
Jennifer Nina to get your loan on and also find out about what she has to offer. There's also down payment assistance programs in the area. And once again, let me remind you of the 1.79% tax rate available there and the huge lots. You cannot buy a brand new construction, wonderful craftsmanship, oversized lots, low tax rate. You have nothing to lose.
Not
Go
at
out
all.
there and see them today. There'll be open houses today as well.
And so this floor plan is actually listed at $345,000 that Steven's currently going through the pictures of.
Oh, okay.
So this is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,837 square foot home. So beautiful home. And also, if they're just now starting construction, and with Drew and his team over at Alta Homes, you get in early enough, you could actually still make some changes
Right.
to what's been chosen at the design center as well.
Exactly. And there's really many items or no price increase to swap out early on. For example, you want white cabinets as opposed to gray, etc. You can do that virtually for no difference in cost.
Yeah. So you want to get in there early if you can. And once again, you can reach us at, or you can call us at our group number, which is 877-852-4401. Once again, 877-852-4401. And looks like we're getting ready to take a break.
It does. So let's pay some bills, and you guys tune back in with us, stick with us. We appreciate it. And if you can like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, we definitely would appreciate it.
And once again, this is the Real Estate U Show at www.reuworldwide.com in our Homes and Land Studios powered by Monarch Title, live streaming on the Houston Satellite Network. So pay some bills.
You take pride in your real estate business. You choose your partners carefully, promising the best escrow and title services experience possible. And now you're ready to grow and take your business to the next level. With decades of experience and a commitment to providing top quality service, their team will ensure your client's closing process is smooth, on time, and stress-free. You gain access to proprietary training programs, professional development, and a valuable nationwide network. Perfect for realtors, builders, mortgage companies, and banks. If you're ready to take your residential or commercial real estate services to the next level, you've come to the right place. Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc. Led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs, now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international, invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
And welcome back to the Real Estate U Show at www.ruworldwide.com and our Homes and Land Studios, powered by Monarch Title of Texas. We're live streaming on the HughesNet Satellite Network, ruworldwide.com, and realestateushow.com. So we shall continue highlighting properties of the week.
Yes. So then our next one coming up, and once again, is listed by our own Queen of the South, Miss Dina Ramos. You can see these lovely photos that Stephen has pulled up. This is listed on har.com. It is 2324 Cedar Place Drive, listed at $287,421. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,815 square foot. And this one is actually like ready for like immediate move-in, pretty much.
Yes.
Just ready to go.
We're actually having an open house tomorrow from 2 to 4.
No.
So make sure
Open
to
house
stop
Today,
by.
today,
This one's
from
today.
2 to 4.
Okay.
Yes. So open house on this property 2 to 4. It's actually not in Deer Trails, but this is actually in Cedar Crossing, which is conveniently located off of 105 between Conroe and Cleveland. You still got that low, great tax rate of 1.79%. Let me see here. This home has some lovely, like, stainless steel appliances, the large walk-in pantry with some built-in shelves, great retreat with the primary and everything.
It's a wonderful one-story home. Again, Alta homes are built with superior craftsmanship. I can tell you that you can, and he offers a 210 warranty, which means the first 2 years, and this is very important sometimes for first-time home buyers. If you are at the top of your budget, the last thing you need to think about is major repairs to a property in the first couple of years of ownership. So this 2-year 100% coverage warranty that the builder offers is really an exceptional warranty. And then of course you have your 10-year structural warranty. So within 10 years, the structure's guaranteed, including the foundation. So I say if you are looking to buy an affordable home under $300,000, you cannot beat this deal.
You can't, and especially you're under 300 with that low tax rate. And I know we keep mentioning that, guys, but it is really like a key
it is.
for that lower payment.
It is.
And sometimes it's worth that extra drive that you may not have considered just for the savings alone.
Absolutely.
So we're getting ready for our next listing, which is actually listed by me.
Chris Blackwell, tell us a little bit about 6167 Hazel Lake Drive in Conroe, Texas.
So we're currently marketing one of the floor plans by Alta Homes. It's actually the Magnolia floor plan, but this property can actually accommodate 5 of their floor plans. So this one is listed with a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,235 square feet for $358,990. Once again, this is a beautiful home. It has 17-foot high ceilings in the primary ensuite. It has a formal dining, breakfast area, oversized kitchen. I mean, you have a game room loft with this floor plan as well. But once again, if this is not
Under 400,000.
under
Yeah.
400,000,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
you're going, man, we just paid what? No.
Exactly. I'm like doing the numbers in my head. I'm like,
So it's like $160 a square foot. That's
amazing,
crazy good.
It is a very good price. So, but once again, this is, Alta Homes. You can see it's a great floor plan. These photos are representative. It's an empty lot, so it can accommodate, like I said, about 4 or 5 of their different plans. So if this one doesn't meet your family's needs, but you like this lot, you're in early enough to where you can actually select another floor plan.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I think you really can't miss out. People should take a visit either to Cedar Crossing or Deer Trails Estates and check out Alta Homes today.
And we're talking about the open house over in Cedar Crossing today,
Right.
but they also do have the sales center
that's right.
Yes.
over at Deer
So
Trails
feel free to
Estates.
stop at any time as well.
Yeah, tell Juana we said hi.
Yes.
And any of the other salespeople over at Alta Homes. So Steve is pulling up our next listing that we're spotlighting this week. This one's listed by our great friend Tara Anderson.
Oh, yes.
So,
Tara.
Hey Tara. Hope you're having
Hi.
a great Saturday and hope you're watching. So this one's listed at, I'm sorry,
6154 Hazel Lake Drive in Conroe, Texas. And the start price is
So
at
this one-
$449?
Yeah,
okay.
449,525.
Yes, that's a great
So
price.
this is actually one of the bigger homes that I've seen with Alta Homes. Guys, this is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath at 2,588 square feet.
Nice.
That's a
So
good
this
size.
is a very nice home, and once again, it's a 2-story sitting on that third of an acre lot.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to think, if you're on a third of an acre, you have that 2-story. Even if it does, have the larger square footage, it's not like it's taking up all of that lot. So if
Right.
you're wanting a lot of outdoor space in the
You have
backyard,
a pool and a she shed.
Yeah, there's
I
so
can
many
see-
possibilities.
I saw the glimmer in the eye of Jennifer talking
Yeah.
about a she shed.
I know.
We're gonna have to, warn the DBM if he ain't watching.
Yeah. DBM, she wants a she shed.
Oh yes. I
And
called
that's
it
not her
already.
upstairs
I called
office.
it. Nope. See, I work at home every day. So on weekends, I really want to be out, but my husband is out during the week, so he wants to be home.
Right.
So the she shed will give me some space.
That's her own
Yes,
space.
believe me, I've seen so many she sheds in the last decade of real estate.
Yes. And this model is actually the Torrey Pines model over there. And the ones that she's advertising on here is the C elevation. But once again, guys, if you really like where Terrace Lot's located, there's multiple properties that could multiple floor plans that could accommodate this lot. Or this lot could accommodate, saying a little backwards. So, sorry about that. But it's a beautiful home. So, I believe that was actually our last... I'm sorry, I didn't realize we were still going through the photos.
Well, but yeah, it's just, there's a lot to see in the neighborhood too.
There
so.
is. Beautiful home. It looks like this one's actually in progress already.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't personally know what that is, but you can give our great friend Tara Anderson a call and you speak to her about this property. Her number is 713-202-4101. Or once again, stop by the model home over there at Alta Homes and Deer Trails.
And remember, they have also an upcoming development in Willis, Texas. So that's going to be coming pretty soon. And let's talk about also our seminars. So we're
Yes.
going to have one at the end of the month. We're waiting for confirmation on the actual spot
Space.
where we're going to be held. But we'll be coming up with news with the date and time on that.
Yes.
Yes, stay tuned for that. And if you're interested in being kept abreast of this seminar, well, should they reach out to text us, email us? What would you
Yes, you can actually call me at 888-202-2773. That's 888-202-2773.
Or you can call or text us well, because our 6F's text at 877. Oh my God, why am I jumping? 852-4401.
He's having a senior moment.
Yeah.
I am. My mind's bad.
Your mind
I
just
gotta-
rubbing off. You're
my
sitting
mind's
on
bad.
Neil's chair. That's what's going on. Thank you guys for that. And again, it is about education. If you are thinking about investing, if you're thinking about your first purchase, give them a call. Sign up for the classes. Education is key in making the transaction less stressful. It's always a little bit of anxiety in selling and buying, and I think we decrease that when we come into the game knowing what's going on a little bit better.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
thank you guys for allowing people to learn. Jennifer, it's starting to get busy, and I'm wondering, have you been getting more loan applications, and do you think that the market is starting to pick up, and why?
Yes, absolutely. I think number one thing that people, or why it's moving, people usually when there's change, it's like a shock, right?
Yeah.
And then they mope, they get angry, and it's like the process,
Yes.
the healing process.
Right.
And I think we're there where now things have settled, and they're really, heard or seeing what is true that has been said. Listen, before we will have all this movement, but you had to pay overpriced for the homes, and it was hard to get. Now, even though interest rates are higher, but the market had stabilized as far as the pricing, is easier for you to go in and do an offer and keep going. So there's people are starting to see that. Plus, things that have come in the market, down payment assistance is becoming more common. Also, the 100% programs and the FHA changes with the MI. So they're making it easier. People, it's just the hype of the market is going to crash is now has settled.
Yes.
And now people are realizing, okay, this is what the new norm. This is the new norm.
And that's
Gotcha.
a great thing that Jennifer mentioned is, for you guys that don't know, MI is the mortgage insurance, which you have to pay with an FHA loan. You just mentioned that they dropped it at the beginning of March,
Yes.
correct? Okay. So that they dropped that at the beginning of March, but that's going to make your home payment a little more affordable each month
That's correct.
as you're paying that mortgage insurance because they almost halved it, right?
They have to. Yeah, it was 0.85. Now it's 0.55. So it makes a big difference in your price. When you're talking $100 to $200, it's really a difference in your monthly payment. It's a payment that instead of putting it towards that, you can use towards the principal and interest, meaning it can increase your purchase price. So,
Excellent.
yeah.
Excellent. Chris, have you noticed any changes on your end in terms of representing buyers and sellers here lately?
We work a lot with investors, so in that regard, no, it's still the same investors that are still wanting to do deals. We have some nervous first-time buyers that we're educating, but really, I mean, it's been pretty consistent. It has, of course, slowed down because people are still a little leery, I think, of the market. So, but the great thing is like, since it has slowed down, like Jennifer was talking about, is that those your prices are stabilizing. You're not getting
Right.
10 offers on the same property, or basically, a realtor's going out with an open house sign, and 20 seconds later, she's got 5 offers in hand to present to her sellers. So,
Yeah.
that's a great thing that we've seen. At least the market's kind of calming down with that. I mean, Dina, you've been in the business a long time, and you've seen ups and downs in relationship to buying and selling. What positives can you share, and what do you see now as it's buying season going from spring into summer?
Well, there's an increased activity obviously going on. It just happens. It's a natural process. When spring break occurs, suddenly people realize, hey, we have a few more months and the kids will be out of
That's
school,
right.
so we need to get busy in terms of trying to find a new home, etc.
Right.
And also with these times that are changing, we have a lot more distressed homes out in the market coming up, and this is a time for investors. So we need to get with it and really buy while the times are right.
Absolutely.
And pricing is adjusted.
Absolutely.
Okay, guys, it looks like we need to take a break, and we'll be right back. Be sure to like.
Hi, I'm Naomi, founder of Butler Media, a digital marketing and graphic design agency. We're built for small business owners who want professional marketing that gives them an edge. Reaching the right customer with the right message at the right time is the lifeblood of any successful business. We specialize in design, development, and implementation of proven online marketing strategies in order to grow your business. Whatever you need, we can help your business find success in today's competitive marketplace. Butler Media. Start here, go anywhere.
Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international, invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
and welcome back to the Real Estate U Show at www.ruworldwide.com in our Homes and Land Studios, powered by Monarch Title of Texas, live streaming from the HughesNet Satellite Network, ruworldwide.com, and realestateushow.com.
And we're also streaming live on the following channels: Facebook Live, Facebook TV, YouTube, YouTube TV, FM Live, Vimeo, TuneIn TV, Roku, Apple TV, Tasty TV, Hulu, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime Video, HBO Max, Sling, Discovery Plus, Paramount Plus, Philo, Apple TV Plus, Sling, Fubu, Blue, Stars, The Crafty, and our favorite, The Crunchyroll.
Oh, good job.
Once again, live on the HughesNet Satellite Network at ruworldwide.com.
And the DBM, Mr. E.O. Crane, is off today. He's with one of his sons. They're going to meet some recruiters and do their thing. So we're sending them positive vibes right now.
Yes.
We
He's trying
are.
not to get paid for college. He said, I'm going to go negotiate myself over there.
That's right.
Well, we do wish them good luck, but I mean, we could have just all just taken the day off, but then we wouldn't have been here for our lovely subscribers.
Exactly.
So we're here this Saturday morning for you guys to educate and bring you some knowledge for the real estate industry.
So Chris, are you seeing that buyers are becoming a little bit more flexible on like, say, for example, their criteria when they're looking for properties now, that the inventory is a little low, or
Honestly, it's a mix.
Yeah.
We had a client this week that her motto was, I just know what I don't like. So we had to go and help her and
Identify what she liked.
yes. So, they had been in their primary residence, though, for like 23 years. And they bought, apparently, told me, she's like, our previous realtor years ago just told me I need to go build something. I'm like, well, let's take her advice. So we focused on new home construction. But they did find a great floor plan by Highland Homes over in the Artavia neighborhood here on the north side of town.
Nice.
So, but they're good. Some of the other buyers, I'd say that was that one buyer, but then we actually have other buyers that, they did really look at the difference in their criteria and were a little bit more flexible. But that couple, they're actually ready. They wanted something to kind of live in and fix up at the same time. So it was easier for them to be a little bit flexible when what they're looking for.
Well, cool. Yeah, I think I get asked that question quite a bit myself, and I find that just like personalities, everybody has a different one,
that's right.
And there's an overwhelming trend one way or the other. I think that you're right. Everybody's coming in with knowing what they want. And I think we're running into a lot of sellers and buyers that are more educated nowadays in terms of what's happening in the real estate market.
And now that spring and summer are coming, real estate is the season. So do you see any price changes during spring and summer?
Well, traditionally, pricing does tend to get a little competitive as the inventory rises. But right now, the inventory has been moderate to low. So I feel that right now is a time for buyers. It is a buyer's time in Houston, and the prices have adjusted themselves accordingly. So it is time to buy.
And that's what, we're talking about, too, is that new home builders are actually offering incentives again.
Yes.
They're actually wanting to work with their realtors.
Yes.
Offering BTSAs, offering incentives towards closing costs or design center credits. So, that's another thing that we've really seen as a change in the market.
And guys, just so you know, there's margins in real estate, right? So the real estate agent makes 3%, and that's negotiable, but the standard is 3%.
Right.
Yes.
So we as lenders, we have margins. So when there's a seller contribution between, and it's usually a builder that has preferred lenders, it's usually agreements involved, and hence that's why they can make these transactions. Sometimes when you go out of those lenders, if the borrower, and understand this, if you're clear and open with your broker, with your realtor, they're able to negotiate things for you.
Yes.
Right? But people tend to shy away as like, oh, you're not giving me the same thing he is, where there is different situations, different scenarios. So I've had a few people that go and they're like, nope, $7,000, I cannot give it to you, but I can give you this. So now you have to balance what's important to you.
And that's another thing too, is that you're talking about, realtors, typically the standard is 3%, but if you're a buyer, you don't pay that.
You don't.
Right.
We get paid by the sellers
Or the builders.
by the builders to represent you. That's the great thing, since it's real estate is regulated here in the state of Texas and pretty much every state. But the guidelines are already set. That you deserve representation as a buyer by someone who is licensed and does this professionally.
That's right.
And many times people don't realize that they do need representation, even with new construction, because things happen sometimes that are not foreseen. And many times, I also would love if you would get pre-qualified first before you head out to the new home builder, because you already know what you're qualified for, what's being offered to you. If somebody has a preferred lender associated with a builder, if they cannot match that for you, you do not have to use them.
No.
Okay? You do not have to use them. You can get that home with the lender you prefer and with representation. It doesn't cost you a penny to have representation, and it is so needed. There are so many pitfalls that people are not aware of that a real estate professional can help you through.
That's right.
So Jennifer, with the debt to income ratios, credit scores, and down payment flexibility now becoming the norm, do you believe we're going to have a good buying season?
I think so. I honestly do. I mean, I see it, whenever you start, you see actually the market. When you're in the business, you see the market, whether it's slowed down because you have movement on people calling on other stuff. So definitely I see, no doc, first time home buyer, 20% down. They're coming back. So just like I said last week, there's always, I can make a program for you to qualify. The question is are you going to be happy with those, or can you meet those qualifications? So it's about, let's cookie cut the program and let's show you what you need to do to then get to that position and buying more comfortably.
Correct.
So it
is a numbers game,
Yeah.
and there's no two scenarios for an individual that are the same. Chris and I may have the identical credit score, but different, for example, debt to income ratios, etc. So
I know I got a higher car payment.
well, think about it. You can have a 700 score, but what's in that score? You can really be in the verge of, you miss one payment and you're going down in bankruptcy because all your DTI is maxed out. You can still have a 700 because you have good payments. You can have a 700 and you just file bankruptcy. So it's important not just to concentrate on the score, but also in what's in that score, or what that credit contains.
what do you think, Jennifer, all these years of working in the mortgage industry, what tends to be the one common surprise or problem that buyers come and find out that they didn't expect?
So I think, and this is more common with first-time home buyers, right? And I think it's sometimes the ability to retain the information, and not so much, because I know I'm clear, I've been doing this for so long, sometimes this is like a record, so it comes out naturally, right? So when people, I'm sometimes, I did not say that. Oh, yes, I did, because it's part of my spiel. Like, I put this on my things.
It's almost like your script.
Correct.
Yes.
It's part, because I've realized through the years is the importance of that, because it can actually, is detrimental to a point where you don't have a loan.
Yeah.
Right.
So so that's why now I back it up with, but not even then, people are just, it's not their thing, So you have to, especially with hometown buyer, constantly in the conversation, remember not to do this, remember not to do that.
Yes.
It's just, unfortunately, sometimes you feel like choking them, because it's like, come on now, you're messing this up for yourself. But it is what happens, and it's because of lack of education and information.
Right. I remember when I first started in the real estate industry, I was going to the closing table, and the lender for the buyers that I had on board ran their credit one more time right before closing, and they canceled the loan. And we're sitting at the closing table, and nobody was aware of this cancellation. And we were like, what happened? So lender says, yeah, we pulled credit, and unfortunately your buyers went and charged the entire home's furniture before they actually closed, which changed their debt to income ratios dramatically. So this is what happened.
Yeah.
So they wound up being able to remedy the situation. It took a few days, but they didn't know this, and this is what 20-something years of real estate experience also comes into play. We are reminding you of things to avoid doing and that you should do, and encouraging the right movements. So please listen to your professionals. That's all I can say. It'll save you.
What it is the industry, as it has, through the years. Now there's things that before, perhaps it took longer for us to find out. Now it is a click of a button, a report, and I see everything you haven't told me. So that's where people don't know that or haven't catch on to that, to those rules where they think, oh, it happened. They pull over to my credit, so they're not going to find out. Yes, as a matter of fact, every time you pull your credit, an alert comes out saying somebody pull your credit.
Right.
On that particular client. So there's things nowadays that we know everything. Everything.
And honestly, the credit reports that the lenders pull are quite different from the ones that are available online to us, the public. Let's say Credit Karma and other
the
avenues,
free
correct?
reports.
The free reports.
Now,
Yes.
if you're going to like myfico.com, one of those that's really more your FICO score, that's more what the lender's going to be looking at. But we can actually talk a little bit more about that whenever we come back from break, because we're coming up on our next commercial break.
Stephen,
Better
our
pay some
our
bills.
executive producer, is just honest. We have to pay bills.
That's because last time we went over.
Yeah. Stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe, and
Hit
The
that
notification bell.
thank you.
Real estate business. You choose your partners carefully, promising the best escrow and title services experience possible. And now you're ready to grow and take your business to the next level. With decades of experience and a commitment to providing top quality service, their team will ensure your client's closing process is smooth, on time, and stress-free. You gain access to proprietary training programs, professional development, and a valuable nationwide network. Perfect for realtors, builders, mortgage companies, and banks. If you're ready to take your residential or commercial real estate services to the next level, you've come to the right place. Have you found yourself thinking, I need to increase my real estate brand value, start overcoming those limiting beliefs, and truly grow my business? Well, I have some great news for you. The Real ELC offers elite real estate training for professionals just like you. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned professional, you can gain access to the wisdom, tips, and insights of a team with decades of real estate, business development, and marketing experience. And you want to know the best part? By receiving training from the Real ELC, you'll become part of the RMG Collective National Real Estate Marketing Platform. Just visit therealelc.com to start growing your real estate business today. Let me ask you something. Are you a real estate professional seeking to grow your business and add greater value to your career? RMG The Collective is the process that develops new and seasoned brokers and owners. Have you tried figuring out the best ways to market yourself but just haven't been able to break through yet? You're not alone, but I have good news. RMG The Collective offers training programs to help you master the luxury real estate market, grow your income, boost brand awareness, and develop a truly unique brand to help you stand out from the rest. This unparalleled program is endorsed by top luxury brokers and agents nationwide, with 93% of participating agents increasing their income by at least 41%. And you want to know the best part? You can be a member of RMG The Collective no matter where you're located. With agents located all over the US, you'll be a part of a strong, supportive community, have constant access to RMG's online proprietary program, work one-on-one with your mentor, receive customized feedback on your marketing and business model, and finally, watch your luxury real estate business take off. Get ready to spend your days helping others achieve their dreams while you achieve yours. RMG The Collective, growth in partnership. Call or email to get started today.
welcome back to the Real Estate U Show at www.ruworldwide.com and our homes and land studios powered by Monarch Title of Texas. Live streaming on the HughesNet Satellite Network, ruworldwide.com, realestateushow.com.
And just as a reminder, this hour of our show is sponsored by our friends over at Alta Homes. You can go to their website at myaltahomes.com. But Jennifer, Dean and I heard that you were supposed to do a class this week with EL.
Yes,
How did that go?
Tell us, now that he's not here, let us in on
Yeah, spill the tea.
everything.
It
Tell us.
actually went well. So my husband is pretty funny doing classes. I have to give him that. He keeps the class totally engaged. So it's amazing to see because I'm the observer. I feel like I'm the observer. I'm watching you.
Yeah.
But he's like so interactive with people, and he calls people out so they can be engaged. Yeah. And he's funny. So it was really, so at the end of the class he goes like, oh, and one more secret. She's also the wife. So I was like, crack up. And
At
then,
least he didn't call you the stalker.
Exactly. So he was telling me that after I left, I guess he forgot to change the slide. And there was another line that goes, oh, don't tell her, she left. Thank God she left. But it was good. It was amazing. He, I wish I can and I will. I will have more classes with him. But it's a good energy, and he brings that to every single class. Now is kind of, I understand why he's so drained when he gets home. He doesn't want to.
Because he gives everybody his all when he's in his classes.
He does.
Like, what about me? What about me?
Well, you have to walk in another person's shoes to get a true understanding of that person. And I think it's a wonderful adventure that y'all are going on, doing these classes together.
Yeah.
There's a mutual respect that I see between you two. And the power couple syndrome is on. It's on. So I love it.
Yeah, it's nice because you're doing it in a safe place,
Yes.
So even though it's nerve-wracking to talk in front of people, but being in a comfort of somebody that a speaker, he gives that support, So it's I like it. More to come, honey. More to come.
Yes. And that's the great thing about our EL and the RMG Collective is it's about the sharing of information and helping everyone grow their businesses together. And that's a big thing that EL promotes amongst all of us in the group.
Well, EL, I remember that when he first came up with the concept of the RMG Collective years ago, people couldn't understand how that would work. They doubted it. But he knew what he was doing, and his background, his life experience has taught him how to coach and how to bring people together and do what makes sense to sell and learn. So you have real estate professionals, and I'll tell you firsthand, in starting my own business, there was not a single person to offer help. You had to learn the hard way, and it took longer.
Oh, yeah.
But what an amazing concept to have individuals that are like-minded, all pushing for the same thing. No one's stepping on anyone's toes. We're just literally, I have a question, you just pick up the phone,
It's teaching that understanding. Because let me tell you, when I first married EL, actually it was one in your RMG groups. And I was like, God damn, I gotta bring this to Florida. Yeah. Because in Florida it was like, you're a realtor, I'm gonna stab you in the back. One of those things, like they're trained to work against each other. And for me to see that when I came here, I was like, oh wow, I gotta bring this. And that's how our relationship came. But I think it helps that, him being in sports, being a team player, he knows the dynamic of that environment and how it works.
And that's actually even how, even us as a team, collectively working on multiple projects. One of the great things is, us working collectively as a team here at the Real Estate U Show is that we have our studio that we're actually in today, One Innovative Studios, that we actually are now have it available for anybody wanting to do any podcasts, marketing videos, anything, because we'll be honest with you, we're not in front of trees. It's green behind us. You guys just don't get to see it.
Right.
But they make us look great here as we're talking to you guys and sharing information about the real estate market currently. And but that's just another thing. And you can actually go to www.oneinnovative.net/studios, or there'll be a link below in the description page. I'm glad I'm getting some prompts of being reminded that it's going to be below. Thank you, Stephen Blackwell. But that's going to be available for you guys to show, and we offer a great product for all of our clients here in the studio. And as you guys can see that we have a great product with us every week.
I mean, think about it. How many? If you look at the trend, video messaging, video, social media, doing little clips is what attracts people. Is you want people to engage people, right? And you do that through video. So imagine you coming here for 30 minutes, have your script ready. You can actually cut those scripts into 4, 5, 6 snippets and use that as social media, and be able to be everywhere, be omnipresent, which is what us salespeople need to do.
And,
Absolutely, Jennifer.
And thank you for mentioning that. But just to kind of show is that our executive producer Stephen Blackwell, out of our 2-hour live show last week, actually made a 9-minute video of us talking about mortgages. And Jennifer not explicitly, but specifically, and the information you were able to share. But I mean, that was like a minute clip, a minute and a half here and
Put
there,
together.
but he was able to help edit that and bring that together to actually give you like a 9-minute thing that really focused on mortgages and My Mortgage Inc. So that's
It was amazing, yeah.
Did it here, but that's one of the services that we offer here in the studio. But it's not just about real estate. If you're trying to get your message out to anybody, it's any entrepreneurs. We've actually been approached by some different pastors wanting to do services. Record them and then have them pushed out on the weekends. So those services are available and booked through our studio.
Absolutely. And what a wonderful job Stephen Blackwell has done in making this, literally, it's called Innovative Studios. He is the innovative individual
Yes,
that
he
has
is.
come up with so many different ideas, and he can definitely entertain your innovation in terms of ideas that you have for your specific marketing, videos, etc. So,
and I think just the key thing is just have some kind of idea of what you're wanting to do or the message that you're trying to convey to your target audience. And our executive producer Stephen Blackwell and our editing professional JB McDougall, they'll actually sit down, meet with you, and help you get that goal accomplished.
yeah, they're both really great.
But have an idea of what you want, people.
yeah. It's just like home shopping. You have to know what you want. You have to think about your criteria. What needs in your home specifically fit your lifestyle. So I've had clients come up to me. Their only interest is having a huge backyard or a pool, a pool-ready yard, and let's just say an entertaining kitchen that's open to the living room. Other people want the huge primary bedroom and ensuite. Don't care about the backyard. So everyone's criteria will vary, and the more you know about what you like and don't like, this will help the real estate professionals narrow in and save you so much time and energy in your search.
So Dina, as a broker owner and in such an up and down market, how are you keeping the buyers and sellers you represent in a positive state of mind?
Well, I just have to remind them of the real estate. If you're a buyer, real estate is the one and only tangible possession you will have, that you will buy, that will appreciate in value year after year. Okay, if you go spend $100,000 on a vehicle, the minute you drive out of that parking lot, you've heard this before, it depreciates. This is not the case with any real estate transaction. Okay, so don't be afraid to purchase a home because, like I tell my clients at the closing table, if you ever get in a little pickle, you get sick, unemployed, what have you, call us up right away. We'll discuss your options. You can lease it, you can sell it. You can do something to help yourself and get back in that market again when you're, stable. So you don't lose.
And it's funny because sometimes in our industry, we used to do like pretend that we were talking with clients, right?
Right.
And
Role
talk
playing.
about objections. So people used to say, well, I don't want to buy because of this. And I go like, okay, this is what you do. Take a piece of paper, put a line in the middle of it, right? And in one, you're going to put rent, the other one own. Let's base things on the worst case scenario. You lost your job, you got sick. How many months does it take when you're a renter for people to take you out?
Yes.
3 months. How many does it take you when you're a homeowner? I stayed in my house for 5 years.
Well, and that's
Oh
and
my
that's kind of
God.
like the thing, because here,
Benefits.
yeah, here in Texas, we're a very landlord friendly state.
Yeah.
We can actually get someone out, depending on the county. Like Harris County was doing that 60-day thing to where like you filed for eviction. Yeah, it took you about 60 to 90 days to get someone out. Montgomery County, they weren't doing that whole 60-day, like let them find rental assistance. You can almost get somebody out within like 45 to 60 days if everything's going the right way. But yeah, I remember EL a couple of times ago was talking about that they won't even file for foreclosure until you're 120 days past due.
Right.
That's correct.
Have you seen in the mortgage market, are we starting to see like people getting more behind?
The people that have come to me with a trouble mortgage have been mostly investors.
Okay.
Investors and say a person that inherited the property, but now they're in this situation that they weren't expecting that, and now they don't know what to do with the property. But not because somebody has, lost it and been delayed in payments. So it just, tells me the strength of the market. Because, you can tell through the lending. It's like when people start calling, like, I'm in trouble, and you see us,
Yes.
you see 10 of your clients calling you, and that, what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, but that has not been the case. An investor here and there, maybe the property was empty. They're actually catching on because they have so many properties, and still COVID's still affecting them. But regular people, no, I really have not.
Okay. Well, that's great to hear.
Yeah.
'Cause, Dina was just asked this past week, are we expecting to see a lot of foreclosures come back on the market? And she's like, no.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think, like I said, looking back, it's not the same market. It's not, yes, interest rates are higher, but they're higher because the government wants to stop this, what do you call it? The
inflation.
But in reality, we're giving responsible loans. You have to qualify for the loans. And if we don't use income, it's no longer 0% down. You're going to have to come with a hefty 20%.
Okay.
So with that's some great information. We're going to take a break, pay some bills, and we talk to you guys in our next segment.
Pride in your real estate business. You choose your partners carefully, promising the best escrow and title services experience possible. And now you're ready to grow and take your business to the next level. With decades of experience and a commitment to providing top quality service, their team will ensure your client's closing process is smooth, on time, and stress-free. You gain access to proprietary training programs, professional development, and a valuable nationwide network. Perfect for realtors, builders, mortgage companies, and banks. If you're ready to take your residential or commercial real estate services to the next level, you've come to the right place. Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international, invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
And welcome back to the second half of the Real Estate U Show at www.ruworldwide.com in our Homes and Land Studios, powered by the Monarch Title of Texas. Live streaming on the HughesNet satellite network, reuworldwide.com, and the realestateushow.com.
Well, thank you, Dina. So we've been talking about a lot of new home builders. So, Dina, can you speak about the Builder Boost missions that are currently going on?
Right. So the Builder Boost mission is where they're asking real estate professionals to go out and visit various new home communities and really just talk about them on their social media and so forth. And you've got to think that that's a wonderful mission, because if you have over 200 real estate professionals targeting the Houston and surrounding areas, there are so many new home builders out and about that this is a wonderful way to spread information.
Well, and I think as a real estate agent, you should want to, at least the ones close to your farming area, you should be familiar with what each builder, what kind of
Incentives
they're offering, what kind of materials, how do they build, because that will help you with your clients as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, but I was going to ask Jennifer, there are many, since we're talking about investors and the loans for investors, right before we went to break this last time, there are many great new multifamily projects coming online for leasing. Is that a reason for the interest rate roller coaster we're on?
Well, yes, because the DSCR program, it's one of the great things that are out there right now, where no income verification. If you have good rents, which now are more expensive, you can, as long as the rent can carry the mortgage, there's no income verification. So I think it's a great time for multifamily buying, even though we have higher interest rates.
Okay.
Jennifer, what happens in those situations in which, let's just say, they've owned a multifamily unit for so long, and the leases, they're just month to month, let's say. Does that affect that plan?
No, because they go by they don't even go by the current rents. They go by the market rents. So in every appraisal, you need to do a 1007, which is the rent schedule. And they go by what the current market rates are.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Well, that's great news to hear.
Yeah.
Because we know that some landlords are very friendly and don't want to increase those rents, but then we've been hearing, especially here in the Houston area, about rents keeping increasing, and especially apartments and large multifamilies, that rents are going up $200 to $500 a month, and these people are like, get their renewal notices, and they're like, wow.
They're priced out.
And I think a lot of people have a lot of aha moments when it's that time to renew. It's like, oh my God, because now your renewal will come with an increase.
Yes.
Okay, for sure. So, people are like, oh my God, might as well just pay, a mortgage. And I all the time tell them, make believe you have the 25 rent in your hand, like $2,500. Now take a lighter and go, shh. That's what you're doing every month.
Yeah.
Okay, so even though if you're going to spend an additional $100, $200, but it's going to be yours, is it worth it, people? Yes. Stop going out to dinner, stop buying clothes, but it's a sacrifice that you're going to make. And it's not only going to house you, but it's also going to create equity, and it's going to help you build that generational wealth.
And you're talking about an increase from the rents, but you may not see an increase from rents. I mean, if you're currently living in a one-bedroom, apartment, or so let's say a two-bedroom apartment, we could actually show you some great condo options that may be around the same price, or maybe just slightly more to keep you in there. But once again, you're creating your wealth through your own primary residence, and that's one of the things that people got to remember.
That's right.
And it's such a wonderful feeling of home ownership, even if it's a condo, even if whatever size, it doesn't matter. If you're renting, you cannot do anything without the permission of the landlord. Keep that in mind. From painting, accent walls, adding a fence, or doing anything. In some leases indicate you can't use nails on the wall, so you can't hang any artwork up.
Nothing.
So there's big benefits, and then there's these little nuances that are such a positive feel for you when you purchase a home. So.
And we, as One Innovative Management, we actually have multiple properties that we manage, in our management portfolio. We actually had new tenants that moved in. They were homeowners, but they had a financial situation where they had to sell their home, and they're actually renting right now. But it's also one of those things that, we kind of had to remind them that, no, you don't own the home. You don't just call out an electrician. You send us a notification, and then we actually have it fixed because, a couple of reasons is that as the management company, it's our responsibility to make sure that the property is taken care of.
Yes.
And that we're actually looking in the best interest of the homeowners. But that tenant was like, yeah, it's going to be $600. And, Stephen Blackwell also does a lot of our, he's the executive producer in our studio, but he also handles a lot of the maintenance stuff for our management company. And he had to call the tenant and say, no, sir, like, you submit us a request, and we have someone do it.
We got this.
Yeah, but I mean, but that's another reason why we're there as the management company, because he's trying to say, oh, I'm just going to pay someone $600, and we're like, no. We sent out our electrician who we have agreements with. We paid, less than $200 to have that situation fixed. To where I guess he thought he was just going to knock that off his rent. It's like, no, that's not the way it works.
No. We've done that in the past, people. We know, okay?
Yeah.
Not doing that.
That's right. That's right.
So, but that's just one of the things that we're talking about, going from home ownership back to being a renter. But it's not your property whenever you're renting. It is someone else's. You should treat it, as you would your own, because let's be honest, and we actually, as one bit of management, have you sign upon your lease signing, what's wear and tear versus damages.
Right.
Make sure you have those knowledges. What do we expect whenever you move out? Because I have another tenant that moved in a year ago that she decided not to renew her lease. So my email to her yesterday, because it's at the end of April, and I'm like, just a reminder. This is your wear and tear versus damages. This is what we expect upon move out. So that way, like one of the things is you have to have those carpets professionally cleaned with the receipt, or else it comes out of your deposit. And
I can tell you that it takes, when everything is a transition, because I've been a homeowner since I was 18. My first house was 18, and in my latest divorce, when I had to rent. And I remember that the landlord calling me, oh, we're going to do an inspection. For what? Like, I don't live like a pig. Like, I used to be, like, I used to get really insulted.
Yeah.
But it's because, like, you don't have to check up on me. I've been a homeowner before, and I wouldn't do nothing to this house. But you got my money. I know how things work, lady.
But that's the great, but that is the thing. And, being in management is that whenever someone moves in, our move-in letter actually, as a reminder, is that, we're going to do an annual inspection. Like, you're moving in now. If you're renewing, we're going to do an annual inspection and come see that property and get an inspection report on file, because not every tenant treats it like their own.
And I get it. I totally get it, because I myself had tenants. Let me tell you, I cried. This guy used to turn off cigarettes in the rug.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, I had to invest like probably $15,000 before I can put that property back
on the market,
rent ready.
Yeah.
And it was like, I cannot believe people actually live like this.
Well, another thing I'm going to say is when you have property management, they do look out for you as a landlord. So if that deposit didn't cover, which it didn't cover $15,000 worth of items that were damaged, well, they go out and do what they need to do to recover that money, or at least put a mark on that person's credit. So in the future, and they try to rent other properties, that will be showing up every single time. So you should be able to recover some of your money, if not all of it. If somebody's
unfortunately, I did not have what I call today, I know better, a good management company, because they didn't do all of that. They should have been inspecting the property.
You live and learn.
Exactly, you live and learn.
And Jennifer, we got our first 1-star review the past couple weeks.
Really?
Yes. It was from a tenant.
Right.
Because we sent his rear end to collections.
Yeah. Well, that tenant had what is that called? The breed of dog.
He had an aggressive breed.
Unauthorized. And the pet was allowed to basically do whatever it wanted inside the house, damage a lot of the wood and stuff that was just so costly to the landlord. It was amazing how much damage was done.
And even with, you know who I'm talking about, he's very thrifty.
Yes.
And was making sure that he was getting the best deal for our owner. And it still ended up being a little over $10,000 once we actually took out their deposit. but they're with collections, and so he went through and he gave us a 1-star review, and Dina had to remind us that that's just what happens with angry tenants.
Yes, yes.
Let me tell you, people are evil. In Florida, I have seen some horror stories. They used to pour, like when the market crashed and the owners were taking because they were going in foreclosure, they used to pour cement down the toilet.
Yes.
I mean, it's amazing. And this is where tenants or renters sometimes is like, forget that you don't own this, but this is where you live. Like,
Yes.
why would you destroy this place? Why would you allow your dog to eat the baseboards? What about when people come visit you? What about, do you want to see that every day? I don't get it. I really don't.
Right. It's just so unfair to damage a property because you're not able to pay the rent or what have you. Unfortunately, you have to keep in mind that landlords, they have payments to make too,
Yep.
and they're paying taxes on this property, and they have to pay for any repairs and so forth in order to keep that property. And but there are repercussions, and you know what? With property management, the right property management team, you can be in very big legal trouble. So.
Exactly. So if you do need property management services, give us a call at 877-852-4401, and we'd be love to help you out. Once again, that's 877-852-4401. And looks like we're actually coming up on our time frame. And once again, we do hope that our main host, E.L. Crane, and his son are having a great time and doing well at the event today.
They're kicking ass. They're cranes. What are you going to expect?
I know. They're incredible athletes in the
They
Crane
are.
family.
I mean, I remember he has only been doing this senior year, and he's already number one in this state.
Wow.
Well, that is awesome. So once again, we do hope you guys have a great time and get some of those scholarships, guys.
Yes.
But we're going to take a break, pay some bills, and we'll see you on the other side.
Your partners carefully, promising the best escrow and title services experience possible. And now you're ready to grow and take your business to the next level. With decades of experience and a commitment to providing top quality service, their team will ensure your client's closing process is smooth, on time, and stress-free. You gain access to proprietary training programs, professional development, and a valuable nationwide network, perfect for realtors, builders, mortgage companies, and banks. If you're ready to take your residential or commercial real estate services to the next level, you've come to the right place. Have you found yourself thinking, I need to increase my real estate brand value, start overcoming those limiting beliefs, and truly grow my business? Well, I have some great news for you. The Real ELC offers elite real estate training for professionals just like you. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned professional, you can gain access to the wisdom, tips, and insights of a team with decades of real estate, business development, and marketing experience. And you want to know the best part? By receiving training from the Real ELC, you'll become part of the RMG Collective National Real Estate Marketing Platform. Just visit therealelc.com to start growing your real estate business today. Let me ask you something. Are you a real estate professional seeking to grow your business and add greater value to your career? RMG The Collective is the process that develops new and seasoned brokers and owners. Have you tried figuring out the best ways to market yourself but just haven't been able to break through yet? You're not alone, but I have good news. RMG The Collective offers training programs to help you master the luxury real estate market, grow your income, boost brand awareness, and develop a truly unique brand to help you stand out from the rest. This unparalleled program is endorsed by top luxury brokers and agents nationwide, with 93% of participating agents increasing their income by at least 41%. And you want to know the best part? You can be a member of RMG The Collective no matter where you're located. With agents located all over the US, you'll be a part of a strong, supportive community, have constant access to RMG's online proprietary program, work one-on-one with your mentor, receive customized feedback on your marketing and business model, and finally, watch your luxury real estate business take off. Get ready to spend your days helping others achieve their dreams while you achieve yours. RMG The Collective. Growth in partnership. Call or email to get started today.
And welcome back to the Real Estate U Show, www.reuworldwide.com, and our Homes and Land Studios, powered by Monarch Title of Texas, live streaming on the HughesNet Satellite Network, reuworldwide.com, and realestateushow.com.
And remember, we're streaming live on the following channels: Facebook Live, Facebook TV, YouTube, YouTube TV, FM Live, Vimeo, TuneIn TV, Roku, Apple TV, Tasty TV, Hulu, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime Video, HBO Max, Sling, Discovery Plus, Paramount Plus, Philo, Apple TV, Sling, Boo Blue, Stars, the Boo Blue, Stars, the Crafty, and our favorite, the Crunchyroll.
Thank you, Chris.
So once again, live on the HughesNet Satellite Network at ruworldwide.com.
And remember, open house today from 2 to 4.
Yes.
In Cedar, with Friends Alta Homes. We have the seminar coming up at the end of April. Stay tuned for that date. And what else we got going on?
We got a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
So, we have multiple listings going on. There's the Builder Boost missions that are going on with the RMG Collective.
Yes.
We know that EO's working on the property out in Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
That's happening.
Yes.
So a lot of different exciting things happening with us here at the Real Estate U Show, and us as a collective. But yeah.
And remember that we're here to inform you. Information.
What is
us
it?
here is
Inform,
free.
educate, and inspire you.
Thank you.
Everything is possible, people. I'm a firm believer everything has a solution, right? So, bad credit, no money, there's always a solution. If anything, we can give you a plan so you can work it. Remember, Rome was not built in a day. So sometimes we have to take baby steps, but it's doable and it's possible.
Absolutely,
With
Jennifer.
guidance and with persistence.
Jennifer, do you see, I know you work with so many different mortgage plans, right, that are available to you. Is there a huge difference, like when you're working with people that are working, let's say, with a budget under $400,000 and those working on a budget above $400,000? Are you looking in totally different areas?
So it depends. Like coming from Florida, here is very vast, and people just want to be close to, if they want to be close in Cypress, is because usually the school system. If they want to be in Montgomery, it's probably because they work close by. So it's not a matter of the place, but the borrower within that price range is totally different, night and day.
So you've announced multiple loan programs and increased mortgage opportunities for the buyers. How can you assist with the 400,000 plus buyer?
So 400 plus buyer is still an FHA borrower that can get down payment assistance. So up to I don't remember the little numbers, but it's like 470 you can go up to.
Yeah.
So it's it's a good price range, but it's the same concept. For me, your $100,000 client is going to be treated as the $1 million client, and mostly for that higher end client is all about now pricing, because that quarter of a rate on $1 million home is going to be a hell of a lot more on that $200,000 home.
Exactly.
What would be the benefits of going with an FHA loan versus a conventional?
So right now FHA has, everything can be explained through a letter, right? And they have more, more goodies that they give you if events were to happen in your life. Example, bankruptcies. You can 2 years, you can do an FHA after 2 years that has been dismissed. Any foreclosures, the timing of that seasoning of that event is lesser than in a conventional.
I see.
Medical bills, I can exclude medical bills. I don't have to pay them. I don't have to account for them. Versus in conventional, if you have a collection, even though it's medical, you're probably not going to get a DU approval because it's a collection, it's a dirty item on that. So
the DU, that's desktop underwriter, right?
that is correct.
So it's like you can't go through the automated process, so it's going to take longer for that loan to get
So
clearance?
what happens is whenever I'm doing a traditional loan, after I approve you, that loan has to pass through this automated underwriting system,
I
and we
see.
have to get an approved eligible.
Gotcha.
If that doesn't happen, that means something in that program did not meet the qualifications. So either I find out and see what it is, or the person just doesn't, and it can be debt to income ratio, it can be something that I enter wrong in the system and it's picking it up. But until any traditional loan, you're gonna have that automated approval, even for me to tell you, you have a loan. I cannot give you an approval without it. It's just not happening.
Gotcha.
Now, on a non-traditional loan, all I have to do, say on a bank statement, is calculate the incomes. You have the credit, you're good to go. But I cannot give you a DU approval because they're non-traditional, so it doesn't run through that system.
I see. Okay. Thanks for that information.
Did I make you crazy?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's just a lot to know. It's just so much.
So Dina, with this coming up, are you seeing more homes coming up on the market, and what prices ranges are you seeing?
Well, I am seeing homes coming on the market again. It's just the season is open for that. The pricing, I think that's more what's considered affordable pricing is in the 300s, okay, and below. There's very few homes under 300.
Yep.
They don't need a ton of work. So that's why we were, just amazed at the Deer Trails and Cedar Crossing homes because of their pricing as well as the tax rate and all that. And we kept bringing that up because it's not heard of very
It's not.
often.
Yeah.
So.
And even in, like, I have investors now coming in doing the DSCR, and I've seen properties in the 250 range. But at the same time, tax rates kill them because now that tax rate is now 2.5. It's going to harbor you to meet that rental.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and I've been talking to them. Listen, it's three things that increase that payment amount: your purchase price, your tax rate, or your interest rate.
Yeah.
If we can do damage control on either of those things, then payments will go down.
It's
So
really
if we can control more of the home price and the taxes,
Correct.
because we all know that interest rates
what
are
they
up at the moment.
Correct.
We can't do anything about those. Well, let me correct myself. We can help with maybe assisting. You can structure a loan for maybe a buy down, but then
Correct.
they still have to approve at the higher rate.
Correct.
But that tax rate and I said one innovative group helping you buy negotiate that home price, will actually help with those as well.
Absolutely. And I think one of the pitfalls of individuals buying new construction without representation, I've seen this time and time again. People coming back to me, they will get a loan and the taxes will be based off of the land, the dirt, right? Because after you purchase a new home, the appraisal gets submitted to the county appraisal is then going to reflect the purchase price at the very least. So then now, where your taxes were based off the land value, and you thought, oh, this payment is great, suddenly your payment shifts, the tax rate is now assessed, and people are blown out of the water. So when you go in with a representative, they're like, please give them the actual value they can expect.
Well, there's good news to that, and the industry is a little bit slow on catching on, but they do catch on. So there was a lot of sometimes foreclosures happening because of that. Because when you're tight, a $200 increase will really throw you off, right?
Yeah.
So because what happens is when you buy a property, they were letting us take the payment based on the prior homeowner. Well, guess what? That's not going to be your tax rate, because if the homeowner bought at $100,000, but you're now buying at $5,000,
Yes.
your tax rate is going to increase tremendously. So programs say no, we're not doing that anymore. If you're buying a home, you better go to that tax assessor and do a tax estimator. And sometimes they don't want even allow counting the homestead because they'd rather give you some room.
Yeah, because it will help.
Yeah, it would help. And I think, from a perspective of if you're the homeowner, because I put myself in people's shoes, you're thinking that people are going to take something from you because there are changes rules, but actually it's for the best of you.
Yeah.
Because when a year later you come and you tell me, why the hell my taxes increased $500?
Well, not even my taxes. Why did my payment go up?
Exactly.
Right.
Because they're not seeing that it's the taxes. They're just going,
I
well,
thought I
what-
had a fixed interest rate. You do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Your
again, the payment, the interest rate being fixed, and your payment don't change. But what can change
Taxes and insurance.
is your taxes and insurance. So that is something you can shop around and switch out as often as you like, as long as you're.
Well, you can do that
yeah.
with insurance, but unfortunately, taxes
Oh,
are
the
what
taxes
they
are what they are,
and that's
Yeah.
not coming down.
You're right.
So,
Yeah, I had a client that is a senior now and owns a home in Heights, and the taxes have gone up so much, the values have gone up so much in the area that her tax payment is approximately $1,000 a
wow.
month.
That's
And-
Social Security payment right
Right,
there.
well, yeah, and so she's debating on whether to sell or stay now. The home is paid for because the tax values are just astronomical.
Right.
but that's one of the great things, and that's what Dina was talking about earlier, is that if you're in that situation, she's doing the right thing by talking to her professional realtor and letting her show her what her options are. Because maybe that, Dina just mentioned that home's paid off. It's in a very desirable area here in the Houston area. So she may actually be able to sell that home, buy something else, and that's much more affordable, pay cash for it, and then still have a lot of funds to
That's
actually
right.
go in
Absolutely.
her retirement and have that, nest egg sitting in that account as well.
Exactly.
And think about it, and this is for realtors, just for people to know. We live as human beings. We live in stages, right? We grow up, become adults, we move out of our houses, right? That's when probably our home buying experience starts. And then you have kids, and then you grow old. So every stage of life is an opportunity for a realtor or a home or a loan officer to go and solicit that business. Because to tell you the truth, if you have, like me and Yael, we have this big home. Well, I don't want to clean. I don't
No.
want to do that.
It's
so
a
we
lot of
better-
work to maintain.
I want to be in Florida in the front of the beach.
Exactly.
Okay, honey?
But you guys have it now because of the size of your family,
Of course.
combined family. Y'all needed that size of home,
Yeah.
but whenever the kids get out in the next 5 years, y'all may not want that.
That's right.
But we're going to take a break, pay some bills, and we'll see you guys on the other side.
You choose your partners carefully, promising the best escrow and title services experience possible. And now you're ready to grow and take your business to the next level. With decades of experience and a commitment to providing top quality service, their team will ensure your client's closing process is smooth, on time, and stress-free. You gain access to proprietary training programs, professional development, and a valuable nationwide network. Perfect for realtors, builders, mortgage companies, and banks. If you're ready to take your residential or commercial real estate services to the next level, you've come to the right place. Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc. Led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs, now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
back to the Real Estate U Show on April Fool's Day.
The
Yes.
day of the Lord.
That's right. You can see us on www.ruworldwide.com and our Homes and Land Studios powered by Monarch Title of Texas, live streaming on HughesNet Satellite Network, ruworldwide.com, realestateushow.com.
Why, thank you, Dina.
You're welcome.
So, Jennifer, what else we got going on?
So, well, let's talk about the market and let's talk about, let's rant a little bit.
Okay.
About,
Is this going to be so
This
we
is
we normally have a realtor rant.
Yeah, this may be our
Yeah,
Here,
winter
your
rant.
turn.
Yeah,
Put on your rant.
Put on the
hold on,
yeah.
hold on.
Thank you.
So, clients do not make up their mind. So first they want to buy investment, then they want to buy
Primary.
primary with the same date without changing contracts and half of the deal. Like, who does that? And then you're going to be called out because you did not close in time. So people understand, lenders, there's a lot of things in the back end that are not seen. Title requests, third parties authorization, verifications, appraisals. You name it. That takes time. So whenever you guys give me one document, I have to tell the four, come over here. Let's get it rolling. And then start the process again when you send me the other document. So timing is of the essence. Being prompt with all your documents. Get organized when you're buying a home. Mm-hmm. Because our timings we are on a clock. You have 30 days to close. And the last thing we want to tell you is, oops, I'm sorry, you lost your deposit. Mm. At that point, it becomes a pointing finger. It was your fault. You should have done this. You should have done that. Give your documents some time because I will take responsibility. I have paid. Listen, when someone in my back end doesn't do their job, I'm responsible for it.
Right.
And if I have to pay you back your deposit because somebody in my back messed up, human error, things happen.
Right.
I'm going to vouch for it. But if it's done because you did not allow us to do our job, I can't do that.
Well, I'm going to ask you this because this past week we actually got Dina was speaking to a client or actually not even a client, a partner who's in the mortgage industry. Mm-hmm. And he didn't appreciate me trying to make sure that our client was staying in line with his contractual dates.
As a matter of fact, that is so important for us. Like, that's something that I appreciate because we have different jobs, right?
Yeah.
So in my part of my job, the only thing that I see is the closing date.
Yeah.
That's the only date that I have to stick by. You don't. You have other things that
I have other contractual dates that we have to meet, make sure the earnest money's paid on time, make sure property's inspected, we've responded. But I was going to the lender and I'm going, hey, we had extended it, but I'm following up and hey, are we going to do you have a clear to close? Are we ready? I need to get this scheduled. And we'd already extended the closing date.
Right.
Based on that lender's recommendation, and I'm following. That was on Friday, and on Monday, I'm calling, going, "Hey, where are you guys at?
Right.
Do you have a clear to close?" And so they're coming back to
snippy.
They're
So
coming
what
back to our
happens?
client.
People believe that they're being micromanaged,
Exactly.
but the thing was that we were already operating on an extended close date. We were sensing that we were definitely behind in getting things we needed to the title company, etc. So. The brokers usually called, whenever complaints are issued, typically. And I have to say that I already knew what was going on, and I had no problem letting that particular partner know that Chris was doing his job, and we were looking out, and our fiduciary duty is not to our partners, it is to our client.
That's right.
And if our client doesn't close on time, we cannot guarantee that the seller will offer another extension or that the seller will even return earnest money because they do not have to after that point. And so we are safeguarding our clients. They are paramount in our list of priorities, not our partners. So the partners can get upset any day of the week, but if they're not holding up their end, it's up to us as real estate professionals to make sure that happens. And if our clients aren't doing something, let us know so we can help them along as well.
Absolutely.
It is a team effort.
I see a text or email come through, so I'd go, to the client, hey, just want to make sure you saw that, email that came in from the lender. Okay, yeah, let me go check it. But that's the type of thing, because I'm trying to make sure I'm on top of our
Right.
deals and working with our partners and clients to make sure that that everything's
And we're
going
not
through
trying to
smoothly.
get into breaking any confidentiality either, between the lender and the buyer. We are trying to facilitate a smooth transaction,
right.
which means that this is what Chris has done. He's, making sure documents are being sent in that are required, making sure timelines are being met. All these things to safeguard our clients' earnest money, amongst other fees that they've already entered, such as inspection fees, appraisal fees, etc. This is all that a client can lose should somebody not do their job.
That's right. Yeah, it's a very, you through the process you learn, and I can tell you that you have to have heart in this business, because, and this is why I tried my best all the time. You're talking about people's lives. You're talking about little kids not being without a roof. You're talking about mothers, fathers. It's like, how would you not do a good job, or how will you not have a good communication, because it's going to affect somebody's livelihood.
Yes.
Exactly.
Monetarily, financially, emotionally, or I would put my kids to sleep. So I put myself in people's shoes, and I think one of the biggest mistakes in our industry is that we don't offer enough communication. We don't let them know, hey, this is a must, or hey, you're falling behind. And I'll be quick to put that in writing. Hey, you remember what I told you when we started this process? If you don't give me enough time, if you are delaying like you are now, it's going to be a problem. We're already behind. And not only do I tell them that, I put that in writing, because I know I'm going to hear a complaint. Well, you cost me money. No, I didn't. You cost yourself money.
And when you talk about communication, another thing that came up from one of our partners, in business, was that they weren't picking up their phone, and the client needed some guidance. And they said, well, no, we only accept text messaging and
Or
emailing. And some people don't understand what they're reading. You got to think, if you're not in the business doing this,
you
the
don't understand the lingo.
it gets confusing, and you read it 100 times, you're still not going to understand. So you do need your real estate professional you need to say, look, buyers, I need this type of communication. You need to set it up front, because like myself, I need to hear.
Well, it's not just that, but it's also, we have to remember that it's the client's preferred communication method.
And I think as a professional, it's our job to see what time that person is going to be available, to see, what's their preferred type of communication. Let me see, I have clients, they won't answer the phone for nothing in the world, and everything has to be via text. And that to me is a problem, because what I can solve in 2 seconds with a phone call, that you're going to be able to verbalize it and simulate, it takes 3 texts or 4 texts for me to communicate that same thing.
Right.
So it's sometimes a waste of time, and it's relied on interpretation. So it's kind of tricky, because we may not have the same understanding of things. So,
Well, I'm not a big texter stuff, but I will do it for sure. And I've learned a lot. I'm old school, so I didn't know that if I had my phone set on capital letters, that meant I was shouting.
Yes.
So I mean, it's just you have to learn about these little things, and there's a lot to know. And this is why we're talking right now, because somebody out there may be like I was. It's like, I didn't know that. This is just easier for me just to type really fast.
Well, but sometimes when people ask me, can you send me it to me via email? Let me see. So you want me to put in writing everything that is in my brain right now? Nah, because it's more than just this is what it is. So I think I'm not doing my job. I'm shortchanging you.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to be able to put everything in. I'm going to, there's something that I'm not going to say, or are you going to understand it?
Or it also doesn't allow, you can have a natural flow of a conversation to where you've explained something, it's not that they're not comprehending it, or even if you're having at least a verbal conversation, that you can kind of go, you can sense with them that they're not comprehending it, and you go, well, let me explain it a different way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it'll kind of prevent having to go back and forth, 20 times
20
in an email.
times, yeah.
No. At the end of the day, we just want people to understand what they're getting into, and you're not going to have to be a loan officer. You're not going to have to be a real estate agent, so you don't have to have a 100% understanding of the business,
well,
but there are key points.
They,
you know, that
they
you
have
need
to understand their duties.
Yeah.
In order for us to do our jobs. So it's a you know, when you're explaining the processes, that's where they get so like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I'm not telling you this. I'm telling you so you can understand the process. And everybody has its role. I have your role. Your job is to give me documentation when I ask for it, and in turn, my job is to explain to you the why.
And I'm going to say, if you have any doubts about your credit history or things that have happened in your past, I don't care, you know, how many years ago things have happened, run it past your lender. You don't have to tell your real estate professional every single thing, but your lender has to know, because your finances are very important. And you know, sometimes things are not discovered until midway along deals. And this has happened in the past, not often, but it has happened. And
It's kind of like a attorney-client privilege. You know,
Right, that is correct.
Lender has that same confidentiality that they have to maintain, so they don't. You know, if Jennifer's your lender, she's not going to share with me all the down and dirty. But at least if she knows it, she knows how to navigate that.
And I think that's what people are concerned about. Like, how am I going to? Dude, I can give 3 craps about what happened in life. You know why? Because in order for me to get here, I've seen it all.
Yeah.
I've even been through it. So it's it's a different, it's like you telling mom I'm pooping on my pants and you're already like, this is part of the process, son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is it's okay.
Yeah.
It's the same concept. You know, I have pooped in my pants before, you know, but I fixed it. I wiped myself.
yeah,
So on that note, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, and we're going to take a break and pay some bills.
Hi, I'm Naomi, founder of Butler Media, a digital marketing and graphic design agency. We're built for small business owners who want professional marketing that gives them an edge. Reaching the right customer with the right message at the right time is the lifeblood of any successful business. We specialize in design, development, and implementation of proven online marketing strategies in order to grow your business. Whatever you need, we can help your business find success in today's competitive marketplace. Butler Media. Start here, go anywhere.
Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
and welcome back to our last segment of the Real Estate U Show. You can see us at www.ruworldwide.com and our Homes and Land Studios powered by Monarch Title of Texas, live streaming at the HughesNet Satellite Network, ruworldwide.com, and realestateushow.com. So what do we have going on the rest of this weekend?
Well, I can tell
next
you
week?
that it's going to be a really busy week for me. Apart that I have a few doctor's appointments with the kids, my pipeline is growing by the minute.
Right.
So like, people want responses right away. And just like the first thing they tell me, well, how soon can you give me an answer? As soon as I have all your information.
Yes.
Have you applied? Have you submitted your documents?
1 hour after all your information is submitted, you will have an answer because it's that quick for me to do it. But I need your information.
Right.
So I have what I call slaggers that it's like kind of half done, but I'm still missing something to give them that. So it's our job is like I have to compartmentalize so many things because we have steps. So I have the people that are want to get pre-approved. Then you have the ones that are at the end of the road that you need to follow through. So there's a lot of moving parts. And when I get busy like that, it's like you guys won't see me much. I won't answer your calls.
Yeah, it's a lot of.
You'll answer at 7:30.
Yes, I will.
So, Dina, with Platinum One Properties, I know there's multiple open houses going on this week. Do you want to talk about those?
So we have Paige Adelman at Cedar Crossing from 2 to 4 today. You'll see the signage leading up to 2324 Cedar Place, and she will be there to greet you. There's also, if that home doesn't suit you, you can walk down the road and visit the sales office, talk about other floor plans, other sites available. Deer Trails still has lots available, and that's only about 10 minutes away.
About 10 minutes away, yeah.
So we have those going on, and then
So that's today.
and then tomorrow we have open house.
I think it's 6011 Manila.
Yes, 6011
Yes.
Manila in Houston, Texas. That's a beautiful home.
It
It is.
It's being offered at $630,000.
Yes,
Maybe a little change in there.
6:30.
So if y'all are out and about, please come and visit us at either of these open houses. And if there are homes you'd like to see that you're not able to get out to view during the weekend, please give us a shout out, and we will schedule you a tour, private tour.
And you can reach us at One Innovative Group at 877-852-4401, and just hit option 2, and you can get Dina or myself. But once again, that's 877-852-4401.
And I encourage homeowners, if you're interested in seeing all these properties, you already have a lender. Remember, shopping like a mortgage should feel like shopping for a dress, right? You have the opportunity to shop around, but you have a small window to do so, right? But every lender offers different things. Not everybody's as honest as I am, okay? Listen, I'm the first one that will tell you, listen, this does not work. I cannot offer you this, or I cannot give you this. But this person will. I don't have a problem doing that because I think timing, people will appreciate that more.
Yes.
Because you're not wasting their time.
Mm-hmm.
I love to have your business, but if I cannot do it or I see that it's not the best for you, I'm the first one that is going to tell you, you know what, can't do this. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, and I appreciate doing business with you, Jennifer, because of your honesty and your hard work with your clients. I mean, it really makes a difference to them and to me, because I feel very confident that if I send somebody to Jennifer, she's going to look over your situation, and yes, if she cannot help you for any reason, she will scout out and try to find somebody who will be able to help you, and people just don't do that nowadays.
Yeah, they just pass you on, I can't do it up. That's somebody else's problem now. For some reason, I have the conscience of saying, this person is now in a situation. What can I do to make that better? Because you know what? Either or, they're going to appreciate it. Because you were an instrumental part of making that happen. And that's all I want to be. Just like my husband says, I don't have to do all of it, but I want to be part of it.
Exactly. Yeah. And speaking of her husband, the real ELC, the DBM, EO Crane, we have missed him today and hope that we did well by him. And
hopefully we made him proud.
Yes. So we miss him and wish them luck. Him and his son who were out being scouted. That's and right. So forth for college openings or what have you.
I'm very confident
Yeah.
that they'll come back very happy.
I know, it's exciting.
Oh, great.
It's very exciting.
And I'm sure EL has a lot of great classes going on this week.
Yes, he
So-
does. He has a couple of booster classes, how to lead generation. There's a lot of good subjects that I think he has nailed it in, because most people in our industry, we just taught the rules and regulations, and when we get out of that course, things don't quite add
Align.
up. They don't align until you get a lot of experience. But going to his classes, it helps put things in perspective.
Absolutely.
And that's even if you're a seasoned realtor, though.
It doesn't
a lot
matter.
of great information.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is, because you know
Right.
what? Sometimes it's about common sense and things that we have right in front of our eyes. It's like, oh my God, that's an aha moment, but I had it right in front of my eyes.
Well, and I think that's one of the great things about EL is that he actually helps people see things a little bit differently. Because,
Out of the
like you're
box.
saying, it might have been right in front of your face, but it's just you hadn't thought about it
Yeah.
that way until he actually kind of says, "Hey, think about this."
And why I say it's for everybody, because I should be saying I know it all, but I'm one of the first ones that say, you know what, it's not. I need to constantly be, if not reminded, learning something new.
Yes.
And this is what this is about.
And another thing that EL preaches to all of the real estate professionals, all of the lenders, anybody that has their business going on, independent contractors, you have to market yourself. If people don't know what you do, how can they call you? How can you gain business? And one of the ways that we're trying to help out is offering our studio, One Innovative Studios, for this particular reason.
Right.
Podcasts, commercials, etc., professionally done, green screen, etc. We'll customly, Stephen Blackwell and JB will work with you and get your marketing
vision
going on, your
I
vision
mean, think
developed.
about it. Most big businesses advertise on TV. TV is very expensive to advertise, but there's other means, social media. So let us help you do the videographing, the videos for you and your business, and so you can put it out there and get some money going. So we're here to help.
So, well, thank you, Jennifer, for plugging our studios, One Innovative Studios. You can catch us at www.oneinnovative.net/studios. But this has been our Real Estate U Show on April 1st of the year of our Lord in 2023. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification bell.
Like it.
Yes,
Yes.
appreciate it.
So, but we do appreciate everybody watching. And say, everybody, say bye.
Bye,
Bye.
people.
Thanks, guys.